This is a special shout out to executive producer JoJo77. Thank you so much. We really appreciate your sponsorship.
We're randomly doing this. So think in your brain, what did I tell you? I literally said it twice.
2-6?
Yes.
That was a good guess. Alright, you ready?
Yeah.
Welcome back to another.
You just made me real laugh. You're just fucking around. Get it together.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Clown around. Welcome back to another EP sponsor reaction. This one right here is for Broadchurch Season 2, episode number 6, obviously. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell as well. Tell a friend to keep telling all their friends that I don't be forgetting what episode this is. Okay? And also it's because of the algorithm. Thank you.
Shout out to executive producer JoJo for sponsoring this reaction. We really appreciate it. A couple comments from the last episode, starting with Nigeru, who says, "Not like it wasn't before, but things got real this episode. I love how complex and messy things can get on this show. On the one hand, Joe Miller really needs to be convicted, but on the other hand, I'm really rooting for the defense attorney. I guess she's playing a long game to build experience to eventually free her son, who seems to have gotten a raw deal. In Joe, she's defending the wrong man for the right reasons, where the prosecutor is selfishly doing the right thing for the wrong reasons. A classic case of do the ends justify the means.
And pettiness.
I'm so happy we get to see the consequences of the town's actions in Season 1 play out in Season 2. The bill comes due." Woo! Came through with bars.
Yeah.
Alright. Executive producer JoJo adds, "There's so much that could be said at this point, but I'll just go with, I want to smack the crap out of Tom. When he's so disrespectful to his mother and wants to protect his father, it just makes me more convinced of my pet theory that it was really Tom who killed Danny. Not a spoiler, show is over, Joe did it. But to me, I will always think there could be another season years down the road when we find out it was Tom and Joe covered for him. There's just something about that kid actor that makes me think he's capable of it. I totally agree with you, but I think it's more so he knew about the relationship that his dad was having, and he's like in the weirdest, jealous and like pissed off. So I feel like he has this he's trying to win his dad's affection back. Again, that's a pet theory. That's not even, there's nothing to even suggest that any of that's the case. But I think he feels like this is his way to get all the affection back. It's just all fucked up. It's all fucked up. Okay, bizarre confession time. Towards the beginning of lockdown, I discovered Slow TV. It is mostly just real-time video of train rides through beautiful scenery.
Slow TV.
It's a phenomenon that started in Norway and can be oddly addicting. Anyway, this 2020 rabbit hole led me to find that the county of Dorset has live feeds of several of their harbors, including this one, West Bay Bridgeport, and the Cobb at Lyme Regis, where the book and adaptations of Jane Austen's Persuasion are set in part. I sometimes will put one on to just relax and watch the ocean and people walking their dogs, etc.
They got audio?
I don't know.
Okay, we're going to find that out. You got piqued my interest.
The water and cliffs are actually as vividly blue and gold on the webcam at different times of day as they are in the show.
Ooh,
because we were just talking about how pretty the view was.
Oh yeah, I hope it's in HD.
I bring this up because you might find it funny that rewatching now, I find myself a complete weirdo getting really excited to see specific fishing boats and buildings that I've been watching off and on for a couple of years, as though I were a local seeing my hometown on TV. That's adorable. I love that. They really do have that carnival behind Hardy's Little Blue House for a couple of months every summer. And now you know the full extent of my madness. I have a crush on an English county. Thank you for your patience with my comment tangents. I love it. Thank you for sharing. That's great insight.
Yeah.
And he's not joking. He's going to look it up. So
yeah.
Appreciate you sharing that and showing a little bit about yourself too. Thanks, JoJo. All right, let's get into the next episode right now.
So narrow lane about 500 yards in that direction. This footpath and the lane were both examined by forensics for tar tracks and footmarks. They never get any useful.
It's a long way to carry a body without being noticed.
This stretch was never used much, even by the dog walkers.
So the killer had enough local knowledge to realise the chances of being spotted were low.
Other access points are through those woods there. What time's Tom due in the rocks?
Why is it called Tom?
Sounds up for a father, that sort of thing, I expect.
Like it's you don't want to
We
hate
could
it
go
yet.
back in time.
It's
Tom
really
said
hard.
if I was he'd asked from the witness box and he's been removed.
God, I'm sorry.
You alright?
I walked through here just before I found Pippa.
So how far are we from where the Gillespies live?
Just about 3 miles.
And you think Pippa's body could have been brought through here?
Well, that's what I always thought, but it was impossible to know. It was spring, so this whole area was covered in bluebells.
Claire Ripley's being sent bluebells through the post.
Well, she sent them to herself. Hiding it in a wardrobe or a guest room where it might be found.
Why'd you do that?
Just screw around with us, it's what they all do, her and Ashworth.
Oh shit! You fucking idiot! You idiot!
Lie to your wife again.
Johnny's dad, Mark.
What's he talking about?
You fucking idiot!
Y'all getting divorced
Like literally.
tomorrow.
He said,
What are you doing? Oh. All the gardens have those.
No, it was put in by Lee Ashworth. With Ricky Kate's approval, why didn't we have it removed?
Well, it's for kids to go in and out of each other's gardens, not grown-ups. You and Claire didn't have any kids. Why have they got that?
Yeah, why did they have that?
Put that fucking glass down. Why don't you tell us what really happened?
For real.
It's gonna be a fascinating story, I'll tell you. Nobody got the more concerned face than her right here.
You're alright.
I feel like she's so real life.
Yeah, her face is so concerned.
Has he told you what he's done?
Yeah.
Oh, right, so he sent you along, is he? His pet, Ellie.
I just came to see how you were doing.
I put my life in his hands and he dragged me here to this shithole, hid me away, I put my trust in him, I've done nothing wrong, and he just drops me like that.
What's fine?
Can I come live with you?
That wouldn't work. I live in a tiny little studio flat near the station in Devon.
What about your house in town?
No.
Why not?
I don't want you living there.
I thought we were friends.
Really? I think you've been playing all of us.
Why would I do that?
I don't know.
Oh, I haven't done that, I swear, I have not done that. And he's just jealous because I've slept with Lee.
Why would he be jealous?
Angry. Yeah, I meant angry.
No, either you want protecting from me or you don't. You can't have it both ways.
Yeah, when I see him, I just lose myself. It's the sex, Ellie. It's just something happens when we're together.
Oh, please, have a little self-control. Look, if you want to be my friend, you tell me everything, the truth, past and present, and then maybe I'll have a little word with Hardy about you.
Fine.
Bitch, go ask stay at my other house,
I'm
man.
going to roll talk.
Last night's going in the box. Good. Good. This is what you've been aiming for, isn't it?
I love saying Fleabag. I mean, that's not her name, though. What's her name? It's fine. You don't know. I'll tell Phoebe. Phoebe Waller-Bridge, I think is her name.
Yeah, that sounds right.
do you wish to swear or affirm? Affirm. Please read the card. I do solemnly, sincerely, and truly declare and affirm that the evidence I shall give shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Ooh, you can swear or affirm. So like swear on the Bible or just I'm not religious, so I can affirm.
Yeah, I affirm. That's over there. You only got one choice here.
You shouldn't be here today.
I want to know what's being said about me.
Oh my god. She showed up on the day that he is.
Mr. Latimer.
Now your ex
Very well. He's worked me 4 years now.
Oh my god.
Do you trust him?
Yeah, what was that cute ass laugh?
I'm not sensitive.
And here for
So
all
what do you
this
say to
fake
the
and this
accusation
drama.
that Susan Wright saw Nigel Carter carrying your son's body the night of his death?
She's obviously got 2 bald blokes mixed up, hasn't she? Because of one night.
Since Danny's death, have you been meeting Tom Miller?
Yeah, I have. I was trying to help him through this. But I should have thought it through a bit more. It looks a bit odd.
You think?
Could you tell Tom Miller that you were guilty of killing your son?
No. I said I felt guilty. Because I wasn't there for Dan.
Where were you on the night of your son's death, Mr. Latimer?
I was with Becca Fisher, the owner of the Traders Hotel.
Were you having an affair?
Yes.
No.
Oh.
It was the first time anything had happened.
Did you have sex that night?
Wow.
Yes.
Oh,
Where?
everywhere.
In her car.
Baby, shut up.
Then
Stop
what
having
did
your
you do?
olives. Okay, just listen
Then
for
she
it.
drove me back to the Clifftop car park. I picked up my car and we went our separate ways.
And did you go home immediately?
No, it was about an hour and a half later.
Where did you go during that time? Mr. Latimer, where were you?
I drove through the Vale. And I parked up on the hill. And I started writing this, I don't know, note, letter.
A letter to whom?
His wife. No shit.
How did you get into the cells, Mr. Latimer?
I feel like Joe's gonna get the fuck off, right?
The custody sergeant was an old friend. He let me in.
Did you go there to threaten Mr. Miller to be silent? Or to gloat that he was taking the blame for a murder you'd committed?
Nothing like that.
My lady, I'd like to raise a point of law.
I'm sure you would, Miss Bishop. Members of the jury, would you step out, please?
Tell me we didn't know any of this. It's not any statement, any
I just know everybody has something to do with anything. Tell you what, they just dramatizing this. So when they tell you count backwards from 100, your ass sleep. You ain't dreaming. Ain't no dreams.
I'll hear your submission now, Miss Knight.
I'd ask for an adjournment while we obtain statements from the relevant officers. Only then can I address whether there has been an abuse which prejudices this trial.
All right. You have your adjournment, Miss Knight. Talk to the officers concerned and I'll hear full arguments on it before ruling.
Thank you,
Holy
madam.
shit, babe. Now they're just trying to dismiss the shit. Now they're not even doing the case anymore. They're just arguing whether it should be dismissed or not.
Yeah, well, he can get out. Nigga, just
Yes. You know about shit that you ain't know shit about, right?
You screwed.
Hey, I got damn chest hurt. I
Oh, you want to talk about swearing, do you?
I just made that up. She like that though. Yeah, that could be Wolverine.
What are you going to do? What are you going to do?
Murder 2 people. And have everybody else cover it up.
I had to go see Joe. I had to look him in the eye. I won't think about the future, Beth. I was thinking about what he done to Dan.
How is this a marriage? You share nothing. You keep everything locked away from me.
Not from you. It's not about you.
Why isn't it about me? Why can you make it about me, just for once? Why are we together, Mark? Is it just because Danny died?
No.
Because if it is, don't bother. I don't need you. I could do without you.
Don't talk to me like that.
Well, what are you going to do? Write me a
Well,
letter?
it's better than your bloody endless talking about it and nothing changing.
If you're going to stay, sort yourself out. Tell me everything or piss off. And by the way, if this trial collapses now, it's because of you.
Yeah.
I mean, facts. Do with that information what you will.
Just don't kill yourself, because anybody got time for that.
And that would be, again, extremely selfish.
And then it would be on you as well. Well, they're picking some good shots. Those some good angles right there.
I have injections, which keeps it at bay. For now.
I'm sorry.
Oh, don't be. I mean, the body lets down the mind lets down the body, and it comes to us all.
Are you fit enough to keep going with the case?
Yes, I am. And don't you dare suggest otherwise.
Can you see me right now?
I need this pen. Each carbonara. And you stop looking so slow.
You're welcome.
I couldn't pull it off though. I would always get you cut off.
Hi. Well, this is you.
I mean, I'm trying.
What nice rooms here, isn't it?
Okay, Ollie. What I'm about to say, it's not about
RJ,
you.
can you
it's
not
about
look? Can you not?
It's
Can
just
you
I
not
have-
look at his face?
I really feel like I've earned it.
Can you also not look like you're looking down? That's very obvious as
Because I
well.
cannot have my boss finding out about this.
It's all I know to act.
You know, just clown her.
After everything she's been through, but she always had a posh glass of wine in her hand. Make sure you knew it was expensive.
Right.
Maybe it was because we were renting off them, but I always felt she was looking down on us. You know, well, me, Lee, she just flirted with, but everybody flirts with Lee.
Don't start.
Fucking hell, Alec.
How the hell you can live right there, babe? You can't get drunk and walk out there. You fuck around for all
said that
night.
was
It's
the
only
last
like
all
it's
day.
only a 6 or 7 minute walk to town. A 5 minute walk to the beach.
You can't have no
Lovely
kid
area, great
there.
schools.
I'm arrested.
They're trying to find another house with a fucking person with a kid, babe. What the fuck are they doing? Alright, so she is the mastermind.
Why was she stealing necklace?
Because it was found in Lee's car. And that was the one thing that tied Lee. That's why Lee got off.
And since Lee didn't have it in there.
No, since they lost the
Yeah, it's
evidence.
gone, yeah. And he covered for his ex-wife about the pendant.
No.
She was telling him, you took the blame for that pendant being lost. Instead of telling everybody I was having sex with somebody else.
Yeah, he said that he's the one that lost
Yeah,
it,
he's
so
the
that
one that
her
lost it.
career. Remember, we already heard about
Yeah,
that.
she
That was
just
already-
told him right now.
No, we already heard about that.
But she just reiterated that right now to him. She said thank you. That's why I loved you for that. That's why they brought it up again. All right, that was episode 26 of Broadchurch, and damn, you know, it just socks you right back in every time you watch it. Some of the most hard-hitting, emotionally driven, real life writing that you can come down with on here, and it just hit home every single note that they get it. Yeah, it might be British or Scottish or Ireland or New England, wherever they at. is still relevant to any human being that can see themselves going through something like this. Now, this is telling the women drama right here, for the most part. I mean, this is so much convenient drama that it is almost crazy to believe something like this can happen in real life. All of the dominoes that's going around at the same time right now, but I love it. I'm here for all of it all day, for 100%, and it is acted superbly, 100%. It is brought to my attention in the way that, like, it can make you cry, it can make you upset, it can make you stressed out, and it can make you laugh. I mean, it has all of the gumbo soup elements to just make this thing what it is. An excellent, excellent, superb show. And I like every single bit of it. Yeah, I thought for a minute Joe Miller was probably about to get off with a mistrial, because everybody that coming up there in this whole town, if you was on the jury, like, everybody motherfucking suspect guilty. I don't understand. Nobody did the thing by the book, by the law. So yeah, he probably actually did it, but I mean, you can't trust nobody else when helping him do it either, because it's just so shady. But alas, at least we got that out. But I know it's still something else coming on too, because they probably found out something about the prosecution, which I just think they're probably gonna find out that she can't really see. But I don't know how that would help them in this case. It's got to be something else that they're missing on there. But our B story over there with Ellie and Claire and them over here. Is it Claire?
It is Claire.
Yeah, Claire and them over here. Obviously, they making Claire out to be the super bad mastermind of this whole thing, and it's looking very obvious, that she is. I mean, she's still independent. She got dependent on the picture.
She's the one that went and
raising
picked out the
out.
apartment.
She picked out the new one with Lee. I mean, Lee obviously is just maybe scared he gonna get murdered or his penis chopped off. I don't know what it is that makes him scared to leave her or stop messing with her. Or maybe they're both psychopath serial killers together, like Dexter, and they need to make it done. So maybe that's why they keep picking the same prey all the time. I cannot wait to see how this thing unfolds, because I know it's going to be fantastically done. And I also cannot wait to see what's going to happen in this main A-story trial as well. But again, it's just so much happening, and I love it so much that this is a really great show. I have to recommend this to anybody that want to be about that drama and emotion, and a well-written show it is. And so thank you again for picking it, and I hope we get to see the conclusion.
Shout out again to executive producer JoJo for sponsoring this reaction. Yes, we appreciate it.
Done.
Obviously. No, so a couple of my highlights from this episode. Well, first I'll just speak on the stuff that drove me crazy was everything about Mark. Like, I knew it was going to build up to a moment. I didn't realize. You would think that Beth had been through enough, through everything that even led up, but to have this extra moment now too, where he expresses that he essentially was writing her a letter in those last minute moments where their son was getting murdered, to essentially leave her, and that was something again that he left out, and the fact that he has played that whole affair to be something that was one time and it didn't mean anything. He even said it in court too, that it was just one. It wasn't an affair. It was just one time. But the fact then that he has to say that he was writing her a letter to essentially leave her, and then she feels.
And he didn't even have to bring. He could have left that out, babe. But I mean, yeah, I guess he just told the truth, though. He told the truth.
But so to Beth's point, or to again from Beth's perspective now, like, we feel like we were this connected front. You know, I forgave you as much as I could because of that, because of all the fact that you made it seem like it was meaningless, it didn't mean anything. But now, come to find, if our son didn't die, you would have left me already. Like, it would have already been done. So her entire breakdown in that moment, to have to relive, or not even relive, but have to experience a new pain and go back over the last how many weeks and months it's been, where she and be like, all this is bullshit. I just cannot with how Beth is able to stand up and keep going. I can't. She's hit blow after blow after blow. And again, to do this publicly, And then when you see old girl show up because she just wanted to know it was said. Like it was just so the writing in this show in that regard. I would have never even thought this was something that was going to come out of that. So again, the writing's impeccable. But my MVP of probably the entire series is Ellie. Like, holy shit. Her breakdown, as far as, for one, having no hesitation to go and support Beth and be like, I don't even care if you're mad at me. Like, I'm going, like, don't let Joe win this. Essentially, Joe is the one that's created all of this drama. And the fact that she was there for her, which she has consistently tried to be, but, like, Beth is obviously in her feelings, and that all makes sense, too. And then for her to be like, fuck this. I'm getting my son back. I'm the mom. I make the rules. You're coming with me. I love so much the way that Tom's character reacted to it. Like, he's been, you know, such a dick to his mom, but I think that that's what he ultimately needed. Like, he's scared. He's a fucking kid still. Like, he doesn't have any. He's not a grown up. So I loved how all that played out. I loved seeing Tom in the apartment or in the house, like, I feel like feeling finally safe and feeling like secure, because all of this is traumatic to him, even if he couldn't recognize where he falls one way or another. But I really did like the way that played out, especially after reading the comments and like the comments I was making. Yeah. Ellie gets the MVP for me in that entire moment. And also, I love the fact that Ellie's been the one that was introduced as far as the case on the other side. Again, the fresh eyes, seeing things that people hadn't seen or may have missed. And to keep in mind, too, like, which was very prevalent this episode, that, you know, Alec was very distracted and all that. All kinds of shit went wrong the first time. Very similar to what we're seeing in this case, too, where people dropped the ball and made mistakes. And now you have fresh eyes to be able to go through and score over it. But it does feel very much that they're setting up Claire to be like the dominant person as far as the one that like is running the show. It felt like that. Like it really feels like that. I can't see how they're going to pivot from now, because everything they like revealed in this episode, between her burning the picture, her recognizing that Ellie saw the picture, so now we saw the flashback that she's the one that broke into the car. Do we know all the things? I mean, we just don't know how everything played out. But she's definitely involved. And I'm very curious to see how it plays out fully. But this show, to your point, as far as the roller coaster of emotions, Jesus. It is a lot, but I appreciate for how visceral the show makes you feel, because I think you could have a very dramatic show, but it's very difficult for you to connect as an audience member necessarily to all the emotions they're trying to develop in the show. And like I feel them all. I feel all the frustration. I feel like I want to cry. I feel sad. I feel pissed, you know, like I think they do such a great job as far as connecting the audience with the emotions you're supposed to feel based on what's happening in the series. So really great writing. Also, again, visually freaking stunning. Like, it's in, you said it too, like some of the shots they took, it's just like, holy shit.
Good angles.
Yeah, very, very visually stunning. I also have to say, what they're able to do in the actual courtroom, as far as the way they use the plate of glass from Joe to the other people that are like speaking, they're like fading into Joe's face, fading back into Tom, to fading into Mark's face, is so brilliant and so subtle. But it's definitely done on purpose, and the fact that they're even utilizing a courtroom that's not visually aesthetic in that way to create these really visual and like very impactful moments, and what they're able to create in a setting like that too just speaks to how intentional just the framework of the visual framework that they are doing with the show is just above so much. So I can't say enough good things, obviously. Thank you again, JoJo, for sponsoring this reaction. Hoping we get to see the next episode really, really soon.
Yep. All right, well, look, thank you guys again for watching another EP sponsor reaction for Broadchurch Season 2, Episode number 6. And until next time, people, peace.